Who are like three people you're confident? Who are three celebrities you're confident you can beat in a fight?
Okay.
And we'll start with that. I have three off the top of my head. I could just grab them.
Who are yours?
So first, I'm going with Murr from Impractical Jokers. I met him. I would smoke him bad in a fight. Like real shit. Like Murr is not.
Elijah, he towers over you like no.
Alexis, Murr has never fought anyone in his life. Murr has never trained any fighting sports. Murr is not. If I'm getting Murr on the ground and I'm putting him in an arm bar, yeah, he's done.
I could see you on Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, because I'm hilarious.
Okay.
I'm just so amazing. But
God. Okay.
I feel like the second person I could beat in a fight is definitely Peter Dinklage for sure. Like, I mean, be real.
That's
like that.
not a fair fight though, because Peter Dinklage is a midget, so that's not a fair fight.
Okay, but you didn't say it had to be a fair fight.
All right, fine.
Third, I'm going Martha Stewart.
Fair fight.
I feel like she would give me the most trouble.
She could light you up with a Bic lighter.
She's been in prison. You know, she knows the thug life. I feel like I could win that though. Another player, I actually think, I'm gonna say player because they're a sports player. If you put me in the same room as Chris Paul, he's catching these hands. Chris Paul I think he's like 5'11", 6 foot. And I saw him fight in an NBA game once and I was like, this dude can't fight.
So, okay.
Those are my four.
You want to hear my first one?
Yeah, let me hear your first one.
Timothy Chalamet.
It's an
I
interesting
think we
matchup.
probably weigh the same. And
Are we talking about like Dune set or are we talking about current Timothy Chalamet?
I'm gonna go like Willy Wonka Timothy Chalamet because he seemed like really like
flamboyantly gay. Got it.
No, I just think that like we probably weigh the same weight, so I could probably snap him like a twig. My next that I think that I could fight and maybe win would be Ariana Grande. I think I could.
That's not even a fair matchup. Have you seen her? Not to be rude to the Ariana Grande fans out there, tell your girl to eat, bro.
Elijah,
she's looking
okay.
small, yo.
Yeah, but that's like it's
like she's shrinking.
Okay, but do you not know that people like do that to get into films? Like I
do not care, bro. You gotta eat at least.
Yeah, so
some.
I'd be Ariana Grande. I'd win.
That's like fighting like a disabled person.
And a person I'd love to smack the shit out of.
Who would it be?
The Weeknd or Ed Sheeran. I hate The Weeknd. I hate him.
Okay.
I'd punch him in the face.
Okay, whatever. Why Ed Sheeran?
Same thing. Like his face.
He seems like a very nice guy.
His face pisses me off.
He does have a very like interesting look, but he seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
His face pisses me off.
Okay. Let me get one more. You can beat in a fight.
This might be really Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, that's a deep bag pull. I did not see Monica Lewinsky coming.
That was good. Showing my historical.
You know what? I got another question for you.
What?
If you had to pick one president or presidential partner to help you fight somebody, who would you pick?
One president or presidential partner to help me fight. Who would I pick? I don't know. Who would you pick? I probably.
I mean, the thing about it is I'm thinking about like
Abe Lincoln. I'm going Abe Lincoln. Actually, no, because he got assassinated. So no, he wouldn't be able to help me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He's getting his dome piece taken off again if he fights. I don't know. I think.
And like my favorite president was JFK because he's so attractive. But
you know, JFK was gay, right?
No, he wasn't.
Look it up.
He was with Marilyn Monroe.
JFK was bisexual. He had sex with men. It's like literally. It's literally documented. Look it up. I'm dead serious. I think if I was picking a presidential or candidacial partner to fight.
No, you said to help you out in a fight. That was
I know,
the
to help me
question.
out in a fight. Well, I feel like I could hold my own. So I'm thinking more or less who would I want to fight alongside. And if you put like William Howard Taft next to me,
Richard Nixon,
like William Howard Taft, I feel like I would love to see that dude get into a fist fight. Like,
isn't he the one that got stuck in the bathtub? Yes.
But
yes, Elijah, that's a good one. Have a good hefty man next to you.
I feel like I could see him throwing some punches and getting something in.
Okay, well, like if we're just like staying on the thing about pop culture, I guess we can just like keep asking some fun like questions like this. Who's a celebrity that you would never want to be like stuck on an abandoned island with? Because I know who mine is.
Probably Jeffrey Epstein. Like,
No, no,
Just-
no,
wait.
no,
Wait
we're
a
not.
minute.
No. We're not using. We're. This is not Epstein Island. Like,
Well,
we
you
are
said,
not
you
on
said
Epstein
what
Island.
celebrity would I not want to be entrapped on an island with? And I think it's very safe to say Jeffrey Epstein or P. Diddy. Those
P.
are,
Diddy.
those are two that I'm just not like.
I would say
don't know.
mine would probably be Jay-Z and Beyonce.
You're not a Beyonce fan, right?
Okay. Please, no disrespect from the internet. Like, I know I'm gonna get hate.
You're about to get
I'm
slain
about to get
by the
violated.
Beyonce fans. It's
I
ridiculous.
like Beyonce, but I think that she's overrated. I went on this whole tangent about her and the fucking Grammys because here's the thing, okay? She is one of the only artists in our industry that is able to
Her country music is dog shit.
Thank you. She is one of the only artists in our industry that has as much power and like legibility to be able to put out an album every single year. Like, she's one of the only artists that like does that, and one of the only artists that also wins a Grammy for every fucking album that she puts out.
Drake
What about Drake?
wins.
Wins.
puts out an album
Kendrick Lamar
every year.
won more than.
Kendrick Lamar is not good.
Do not ever disrespect him again. I'm going to see him this summer with SZA. So
I hope you have.
literally-
SZA's valid. I love SZA, but Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, if anybody
he's
ever
overrated.
disrespects SZA, then that's a different
I
story.
want to go back to what you were saying about the private island. I think if we're not talking about like Epstein Island and it was just me on an island with one person and I like didn't want them there, it would probably be Gary Busey. He would be somebody who would be insufferable.
Who even is that?
You don't know Gary Busey and you're 24? Wow.
23. Who's Gary Busey?
Gary Busey.
I'm going to look it up.
Look up Gary Busey.
Is it like
tell me.
someone that I'm going to be like offended though that I don't know? Elijah. How do you spell his Gary
B-U-S-E-Y. I mean, I don't know if you'd be offended that you don't know Gary Busey,
This
but
dude?
yeah, Gary Busey. If you knew Gary Busey, you would know that
Wait, he looks cracked out.
he's.
Oh my God, wait, I have another one
Have
who
you
I
ever-
never
you
want to
never-
be
you-
stuck on.
you've never-
No, not Matthew McConaughey. Matthew Morrison from Glee, Will Schuester.
Oh, I don't watch Glee.
Disrespect to this country.
Have you ever seen the clip of Gary Busey where they're like, he's on a podcast and they're like, all right, man, let's talk about this.
I
new
don't
movie."
know who Gary Busey is. Like-
They say to him, they're like, let's talk about this new movie you're working on. He goes, let's talk about buttered sausage. Where does it come from? How's it made? What does it taste like?
Okay.
Like that's Gary Busey. Like he just says things that don't make sense.
Well,
and tweaks out a lot.
Like, but I don't know. I love thinking about like celebrity culture and just like, and like, I love consuming it. I love I love reality TV. I love all of that.
I love MTV shows like the drama shits. I just think they're
Did
funny.
you watch Jersey Shore growing up?
Yeah,
It explains a lot of your character development.
I also liked Floribama Shore.
No, Floribama Shore was like too
Gus,
like ghetto.
Gus, I love that. I'm ghetto. I grew up ghetto. Well, of course, I love that show. Gus, Jeremiah, all them boys. That shit was. It was just funny because they're all like. It's just you put 6 roided dudes in a house in Florida with egos, and they just fight each other for like.
Did you just say 6 roided dudes? Like,
Yeah. Like I mean, Gus from MTV, bro. Tell me you're not roided out. Jeremiah from MTV, bro. Hit me up. I know you're roided out. Give me the.
Oh my God!
supplements.
What if we like, hey guys, like hit us up, like we want to have you on our podcast.
Listen, I'm not worried about the podcast. Put me on an MTV show. I'll be killing that shit. I could if you put me on an MTV show.
I've always wanted,
I'm
like-
so confident I would be a celebrity if I was on MTV. 100%.
Why?
I just think I have celebrity characteristics, like straight up.
On it, do you think I could be a celebrity?
Yeah, but I think I would see you like you would be like a. Like not, I mean, I don't really know many female MTV shows besides like Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
That's not an MTV show.
Well, it's something similar. It's like
You
reality.
never heard of Baddies? Oh no, that's on
Natalie Nunn.
Natalie Nutt. Do it in the mic. Do it in the mic.
Baddies. Natalie Nunn. She has a big chin, yo. She has a huge chin.
And like Sexy Red, like
Sexy Red, though, I mean, she's like, I
let's
fuck
get
with
Sexy Red on the pod.
I would love to have her on the
Having
podcast.
Conversation with Sexy Red. Oh my God! Wait. Speaking of like having conversations with
Glorilla on the
celebrities,
podcast.
I was just gonna say, my sister the other day asked me if I've ever like heard what Glorilla sounds like when she talks like normally, and I had never heard
You've
it.
never heard her?
And then I
Where are you from? Memphis. From
Memphis. I was like, what in the literal God's name is that? Ew, you sound like you got fucking tuberculosis.
You look like you had tuberculosis.
Yeah, I did. Elijah and I were just sick for the past like 3 weeks
No,
because he
it was
got me ill with like the norovirus or
It was
fucking
hell. I don't
something.
even know. I never go to the doctors when I'm sick, so I never know what I have.
And this is the thing, is that it's like he continues to come into work when he feels like shit. It's like he thinks he is a celebrity because he comes into work and he's like, oh, I'm
Man,
fine.
I gotta get that money. What are you talking about? Life ain't free.
Oh, do you like
I
maybe
don't
we should
get no
just have
paid.
a...
I don't get no paid time off from Dave.
I don't get no paid time off either. Nobody gets paid time off unless you're working in a corporate facility.
Mr. Amato,
Nope, Elijah.
give me 25 an hour, 35 sick days a year paid, 29.
I don't
paid.
even think you can get 35 sick days in
Hell,
a normal job.
I couldn't get one. And I'm not getting 25 an hour. I'll tell you that much. Never. I'll make 10, 15.
I don't know if I would like paid time off though. But then like think about it. If you're a celebrity, you're consistently getting paid time off.
Fuck you talking- yeah,
because
you wouldn't like paid time
and
off.
an influencer,
It's gotta
like
be the
all
worst
these
thing I've ever heard.
influencers that get to go on these big brand trips. Where's the room for the people like Elijah and I? Because we're the people that consume the most social media, that are actually the ones that buy the products off social media.
I got a good question
And we
for
don't
you.
get invited on these brand trips.
I got a question.
Imagine me and Elijah in like Antigua together. Like that'd be so fun.
If you had to take a celebrity and remove their celebrity status and just make them a normal person, who would you take and make them like regular?
Jennifer Coolidge, because I'd want her to be my best friend.
Hot dogs.
You no.
Coolidge.
That's a bad impression, and I'm surprised by that because
Shut up.
Because you usually do good
I'm the
impressions.
best.
It would probably be
I don't really watch
Jennifer
Jennifer
Coolidge or
I don't watch her enough to do her impression correctly.
Meryl Streep or Anne Hathaway. Like I'd want to be friends with all Meryl Streep and Jennifer Coolidge. I would want to be like my cool grandma.
You're not gonna know this guy, but there's this guy. He's a live streamer, and he's like the most annoying person I've ever. I've never interacted with
Sketch?
him.
Is it
No,
Sketch?
his name is Jack Doherty, and like he kind of
Shut up.
He kind of looks like me.
You know him?
Yeah, of course.
He's from Saratoga. Did you know that?
I
I went to college with him.
That's great. If I ever saw him, I would.
Wait, that's crazy that you know. I went to college with him, and he's like married. Like my friend Max, like is like went to high school with him. Like yada yada yada. We both went to college with him, and now he's like married.
He's one of those kids. Actually,
He's
let me put
19 and he's married to an OnlyFans model.
He's a little bitch. That's what he is. Let me put this in. He's another one of my people that I would absolutely whoop in a fight. He always tries to fight people in the street, and then when they want to fight him, he gets the security involved. So I don't know. I would take his platform away because he's a little.
I
little
punch
bum.
Ash Trevino in the face. I don't know if anybody watching is on that lore.
No.
But Ash Trevino, Brie Olsen, that whole group, I would smack all of them in the face. You don't know what it takes
Oh,
to be a mother.
Jack Doherty is just a little bitch. Like
I'm like crying that you just
I
said Jack Doherty.
I wish that I knew him because I would.
Watch, he's
I
gonna
would
comment
not
on our video. You little bitch. Like,
If you ever look at any of these videos and you comment on these videos, message me privately. I'll give you my address, and then when you come,
Send Elijah a
I will
DM.
beat you up in my driveway. Start a live stream on your account and just selfie mode it with you on the floor bleeding, because I do not like you. So don't comment on no post, yeah.
I just think that people, I'm sorry, like people that just sit around on live all day, like what?
No,
like,
I think live streaming is cool. I just think
No.
this dude is like
they're
legitimately.
panhandling for money, Elijah. They sit there, oh, give me 15
You've never-
galaxies.
you've
like,
clicked- I'm not. You're not. I don't think you know what like that's like TikTok live, like
oh,
actual
no, I'm not
live
ta-
streamers.
oh,
is
that's
what I'm
what
talking
that's
about.
what I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about like live streamers that like have like the YouTube channel and like do like
No,
on
like
Twitch
that-
and
that
shit like
stuff
that.
I think
That's
is pretty
different.
cool, like-
yeah, because they sit there for like 24 hours and they do it, right?
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends. I mean, people have like subathons. They'll stream for like 30 days straight, which is kind of insane.
Do they? So like they just keep it going while they like sleep,
Yep.
and people like tune into that.
Yeah, it's entertaining. Like it is very entertaining.
I don't know if like I would just want to sit there though and like watch somebody like sleep.
Well,
I don't know. I
certain-
mean,
certain
everybody like
streams-
is entitled to like enjoy their own
certain
media.
streams
So.
have like you can donate $5 and you can play like an audio on a TV next to them of like whatever you want to play, and so people will just play like super loud things to wake them up or like annoying shit,
Like-
terrorist alarms, like things like that. Like
Kai Cenat's live streams are funny as hell.
Kai Cenat,
Is that how you say his name?
Cenat,
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat, bro, my favorite. Kai
Oh.
Cenat.
I'm like, I don't like listen to stuff like that. Like
Yeah, I don't really watch live streams that much, but I like a couple people.
Yeah, like what kind of media do you consume? Because like the main majority of media that I consume is TikTok, YouTube, and like music.
I've always been a YouTube guy.
And podcast. I mean, I listen to
like
podcasts,
YouTube.
but-
YouTube is my all-time number one social media platform, and I don't think it could ever be overtaken because I think YouTube One was the OG. Like,
Wait, so do you have like a favorite YouTuber?
oh, I have a lot of. I mean, I've watched YouTube for like 15 years. Like, I can't pick one
Like
person.
I like when before he like got canceled, like was obsessed with like David Dobrik back in the day. Like loved his videos.
I still watch his like
loved
vlog,
his
like
bits.
vlog squad compilations.
Well,
and
because
stuff.
his bits are hysterical, and like I get it. Like yeah, he got canceled. Like there was a lot of bad things that happened. Like yada yada yada. But also like
I find his.
I mean,
I
if
find
you're
his
a celebrity,
friends,
you're just gonna get canceled. For
I find
anything.
his friends a lot more funny than him. Like I feel like when I watch him like make jokes,
Yeah, but
it's like
that's
he's
all
literally like
bits.
yeah, but it's different because he like points the camera at you and like as soon as he says a joke, he's like ha. I'm like, all right, like slow your roll, buddy. At least let the joke be funny first. But I mean, I don't know. He had a peak YouTube run. Like when he was at,
Oh,
in
like
his,
2017,
yeah, I was saying,
2018
when he
was
was
like
when he
peak
was in his
YouTube.
prime, he was doing numbers.
Oh,
He was getting
Dave.
all his friends' cars every fucking week. Vlog squad. Like
Thanks to SeatGeek, we.
thanks to my friends at SeatGeek. Today I'll be getting my friend Ilya a new Lamborghini Aventador. Yeah, it's
It's like who needs a Lamborghini? Like to just I don't know.
them. When you live in Los Angeles and you're rich as fuck. I remember he posted a vlog. He was like, "This is my new $40 million mansion."
I know, but is that
I'm
like a
holy
thing? Like
shit.
once like you receive like when is it like when you finally receive like celebrity status that you like finally are like okay I'm moving to LA because
I
like,
would say
now,
celebrity
I
status comes from LA or New York. Those are the two capitals. Like
Yeah, I would say it comes from both too, but I'm saying like I think in the grand scheme of things, like if you look at all these influencers and stuff like that, a lot of them are moving to LA. Like they all
yeah, because that's where the like capital is like for content realistically. Like that's where all the streamers are. It's where all the celebrities that you can interact with and collab with are gonna be.
I know. But it's even like I don't know, it's like it's an interesting thing when you like think about it because it's like what differs like an influencer from like a celebrity? Because obviously like an influencer like Alex Earl, like you would think in the grand scheme of things, isn't like as famous as Kim Kardashian, but in a weird kind of twisted way, they kind of are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like who would you think is like more famous, like a reality TV star or like somebody that has like 4 million followers on TikTok?
It depends on who we're comparing as like the reality TV star. Because one, if you're TikTok famous, you're gonna have way more impressions. You're impressioning on way more people than the MTV stars. Like you post one video.
Elijah's TikTok famous, so you could ask him about that. I'm TikTok famous too, y'all.
You have like 1,000 likes.
No, not on my personal account. I went viral with my friends way back in the day, and we actually got like 10 million views and 3 million likes. And Young Gravy commented on our TikTok, so and Oscar Mayer sausages. I don't know why they commented on it. but
Yo,
they
Oscar Mayer sausages commenting is legendary. Can't lie.
did. Yeah,
No, I think that's the thing. Celebrities are kind of faded out as of now. Like there is to distinguish a celebrity from a social media star is hard to do because like guys like Kai Cenat, I Show Speed, like they are literally two of the most famous people in the world right now. Especially I Show Speed. He's a streamer.
yeah. I don't even know who that is. Like,
He's
who
a,
even is
he's
that?
he's a literal like low crackhead dude, but he's funny.
I know Sketch.
Sketch.
What's up, guys?
The whole shit with Sketch is low key insane. That dude got exposed for being like a transgender OnlyFans model, and then like people were just
Are you
like,
serious?
I'm dead serious. He got like gay sex tapes online. Like I'm dead. That's a real thing, and I'm not shaming him for it. You know, it is what it is. That's who he is.
How are you gonna? I'm sorry. Like this is another thing.
But he like swapped his whole characteristic.
This is a
and
good thing
became
for
a
you and I
Twitch
to like
streamer.
discuss quickly. How like if you were a celebrity, how could you be so dumb to like let stuff like that get onto the internet?
Well, he was posting it.
What?
He was an OnlyFans. He was a transgender OnlyFans creator before he was a streamer, and then somebody found out about his videos
That's what I'm
after
saying.
he got
Everything on the internet stays forever.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy, and I think it's insane how the internet just brushed that over like that's not like some nut shit. Like I mean, you don't have to hate, you don't have to hate the guy for like fucking dudes or whatever. It is what it is, but that it showed up and then he was like gonna kill himself.
Yeah, but people leave hate comments for everything. I mean, the amount of like hate
And then
comments
I
I've
was
gotten
like-
for just existing on this podcast is like insane. But
It doesn't
honestly,
matter. I mean, whatever
it's
he
funny
wants to
to
do,
me.
it really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
I find hate comments to be funny. Like the one comment where it was like, literally, like, why is she there?
No, the
that is
funniest
hysterical. Thank
comment
you.
in Two Scoops podcast history is the one that just says "stupid woman." Period. That is like the best. I don't know. I remember whoever left that comment. I want you to
That'd
know
be a
that-
fun video. Us reacting to hate comments.
That made me laugh. I mean, because it's like they're not even like criticizing the video. They're just calling you stupid. Like they have nothing else to say besides stupid woman.
And like, if y'all want to think I'm stupid, you can think I'm stupid. But like obviously I'm not going to know everything. I ain't fucking Albert Einstein. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing a podcast to have fun. I'm doing a podcast to have fun with Elijah. If Perez Hilton can have like a podcast or a live stream or do whatever, and he can do it, then I can do whatever I want.
I mean, podcasting is a big thing right now. Like everyone wants to be on a podcast, and one of our comments is like, "Oh, podcasting isn't for everyone." I mean, that is true, but I feel like we are decent enough.
Fun. We want to have a fun time. I want to pretend like I'm Alex Earl. Elijah wants to pretend he's Kai Cenat. Like
Kai Cenat is a black man.
Elijah, I'm just saying for like the grand scheme of things. Like, goddamn. I can't live.
I mean,
stupid
low-key,
woman, stupid man.
Stupid woman.
Stupid child boy.
Like they called you out, flesh and bones, stupid woman.
I know, it's funny though, because Elijah never gets any comments.
You know why? Because I'm fucking sick. People like me.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, but if you were to ask,
if people want to hate him, it's once again, like if people want to leave a hate comment, I literally could not care at all.
I mean, like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't get upset, but sometimes it's funny, and it's funny when I get upset.
Everyone drop a hate comment on me right now if you're watching this at this segment. Just say something. You know, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be too in depth, but I want to know. I want to have a critique. I want to hear criticism.
Elijah, like, I like literally, like, I can't.
Listen, Alexis.
I don't know. Like, I think
the more people that comment, the more boost on YouTube it'll get. So, and
the more famous we'll be, y'all.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. As you can see, I'm a very famous human. I live my life. I walk out of my house, I get swarmed by paparazzi.
Oh,
it's honestly too much.
We used to call the paps at work. Like, they're there
so
all the time.
somebody actually the other day, they looked at me and they're like, "Oh my god, are you Tom Holland?" I was like, "Oh, sorry about that." Yeah.
I actually got that the other day too. Somebody asked me at work. They said, "Have you ever gotten you just like Caitlin Clark?"
Oh my god, Caitlin Clark.
That literally, and like no shade to Caitlin Clark, like really, but like that ruined my day when like.
Why? You don't like Caitlin Clark?
I like Caitlin Clark, but like I don't want to be compared to Caitlin Clark because like I'm really fucking tall. Like I can't help that I'm tall. So like I hate when people are like, "Oh, like you ever played basketball? Like you look like the guy looked at me and was like, "Has anybody ever told you that you look just like Caitlin Clark?" I was like, No.
I mean, I've been compared to a lot of people in my life, you know.
Peter Dinklage?
Timothy Chalamet.
No, you have not been compared to Timothy Chalamet.
Tom Holland.
He's like Johnny Depp. Like
Brad Pitt. Zac Efron at once. Yeah.
No, you haven't. I've gotten compared to Katie Holmes.
I don't actually, now that I think about it, I really haven't been compared to many people. Like, I don't know if I look like anyone, but.
I get compared to Katie Holmes a lot.
Do I give you any celebrity lookalike vibes? Or personality wise?
Stuart Little.
Yeah, that's a good one. For everyone watching, just so you know, I am 6'3".
He's not. He's gonna lie and try and say he is, but he's actually not.
Watch how fast I disappear from this frame. As you can see, I'm 6'3".
Elijah, you are not 6'3".
Listen, don't hate on greatness, but
exactly. Like we can't hate on Elijah because Elijah's just trying to get famous, and
listen,
we're
guys,
just trying to. Like,
I had one TikTok blow up, and now I feel like I'm a celebrity. I don't know.
Everybody go follow Elijah's TikTok.
Do you think you would want to be famous? Is that ideal for you? Would you like if somebody asked you like, "Are you famous?"
It's not. When I was a kid, I always wanted to like be famous, but then as I got older, I was like, it's not. I don't like necessarily want to be famous. If it happened, like I wouldn't be upset about it. But
I don't know that I would want to be famous.
I also know myself, and like I struggle with like a lot of anxiety and like getting overwhelmed very quickly. And I feel like living in a fast-paced life.
People don't talk about how
yeah.
invasive like paparazzi and things like really are when it comes to celebrities. Like, I mean, it's kind of insane.
Like one of my favorite like artists, like till the day I die, like R.I.P. She's dead now, but like Amy Winehouse, like the paparazzi and like fame is the reason why she died. Like you know what I mean? Like, yes, she obviously had like problems with alcohol and things like that, but the fame like led her to become so addicted to that. And it's like, I would never want to be put in that position where it's like, I have no control over myself or my own life because everybody else is controlling it for me and making all the decisions for me.
It's also like, you know, people don't really talk about it because but you don't know, like celebrities are just regular people turned famous, right? So you could be, I mean,
so it could be like me and you just going to ShopRite and all of a sudden then we're famous.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the paps are out.
if I'm at like Chipotle and they're taking pictures of me, I'll just be like, all right. I don't know. I feel like paparazzi would be something I wouldn't enjoy at all. Like they're like outside my house at 3 a.m. I'm like, all right, what are you doing? Like, it's such a weird job to have to be somebody who works for paparazzi. Your whole job is based off like commission of how many images you can take of celebrities.
Yeah.
You don't make an hourly rate. So you're like, that's why they're always out. Like, you ever see the clip of what's his name? I think Tobey Maguire. There was he was like leaving a film shoot, and like they were taking so many pictures that he was blinded. He couldn't drive.
Oh yeah, I know
He was
exactly
like,
what
I'm
you're
trying to drive. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, I saw this clip the other day too of Sabrina Carpenter just had a show in Paris, and she was at like a jazz club like afterwards, and the car had like pulled up right like next to like the exit, like right up on the sidewalk, so that she could just go from right there like and run into it without the paparazzi like getting her. But the paparazzi were still obviously there, and they're like all on the side like taking photos and stuff like that.
It's so
and
crazy.
she like covered her head so like nobody could see her and like ran into the
When
car.
Michael Jackson had blanket hanging over the
Literally.
balcony for the paparazzi to see.
But the fucking paparazzi are like, oh, like your fans are gonna hate this, like they're gonna hate you. It's like, fuck off. Like you're like, she's just trying to enjoy her
Yeah,
night, her
I
life.
want this,
Like,
I want this to be documented. If I ever were to get famous, I just want you to know that if something's gonna go down between like me and a fan, it's probably gonna be a paparazzi person. Like, I feel like I would end up fighting a paparazzi person at least once in my life
I could so see you like
if I was famous.
like this is gonna be a really niche thing, and I don't even know if you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you were a celebrity, I could so see you like being like the video of Justin Bieber where he ends his car breaks.
His ends up in the hood and they make him do push-ups and shit.
Making him do push-ups, and he's like,
Oh, baby.
and the guys are like so into
Yeah,
it. They're like,
yeah.
like let's
You know, little Justin was scared for his life.
That's what I'm saying,
yo.
like, yeah, but I
he
could
was
so-
in Akron, Ohio, and he thought he was gonna get shot to death. Like, he was scared.
Yeah, but I could so see you like being that type of celebrity where it's just like you like do shit like that.
I feel like if I was a celebrity, I'd be one of those that like people like.
or
all-
you'd be like Adam Sandler, like where
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I'd be a pretty like non-bothersome celebrity. Like, I'm not gonna be. You're not gonna catch me on no Diddy list. Like, that's not happening.
I actually heard you were on the Diddy list. I put you on there.
Are you talking about like? Was I like one of the children or like what? Like,
No. Really? Why would I say that you were one of the fucking children, Elijah? That's so grotesque.
So grotesque. Okay. It's even better that you mean I'm one of the ones that was assaulting the children, Alexis. That was even better for me.
No, I just heard that you were part of Diddy's friend
I'm
group.
not part of Diddy's friend group. I'm not. Okay. I do not know.
No,
Sean
he was on
Combs.
Epstein Island
Sean-
instead.
You literally asked me, said if I had to be on a private island with one person, who would it not be? I said Jeffrey Epstein. I feel like that's the most logical answer. Like, you know
Or
what?
like Marilyn Manson. Like,
It
why
upsets
didn't
me,
none of
though.
us say like Ted Bundy or anything
It
like
is
that?
so upsetting to see like, you ever see like the full Epstein's list and the full like all those things?
No.
So many celebrities that like we love were there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Barack Obama was there. I think. Don't
I don't know. I know
shit
like,
on me about that because I might be wrong. But
you're about to get the worst liberal fucking comments ever. My goat Barack Obama would never do that. Never.
Yeah, but like
Michelle.
But that's what
Michelle.
I'm saying is that it's like that's the whole like everybody knows that like Hollywood is like the world of like
me
just
be
like
clear.
secrets and like lies and like cheating and like everything. Like
Let me be clear.
but that's the thing,
My
and it's
fellow
like
Americans.
but that's the thing that it's like you said, like if you think about it, like celebrities are literally just normal average humans that are thrown into this world, and then they're expected to like have this status and like walk around with this status and act a certain
think-
way. They all go through PR training and media training. Like
Would you rather have to be like the most famous celebrity or be the president?
the most famous celebrity. I don't want to have to make decisions
I
for
think
that
I
big of a
think
country.
I think being the president is literally like the worst job you could ever have.
Yeah, because everything that you do is going to be penalized against you.
It's
Is that
also
the right word?
it doesn't matter how good of a president you are. There's always going to be people that hate you for being the president. Like, doesn't matter. It
But
literally
that's the
doesn't
issue-
matter how
But
good
that's
you
the
are.
issue with our world is that everybody's so opinionated anyways. Like
People
it
are very
doesn't-
hate. People just love to hate. It's like there's a
because
lot
it's
of
a
haters
lot
in the
easier
world,
to
yeah.
fucking hate on people than it is to be nice to people. It's a lot easier. It doesn't take as much energy
I'd
to be nice
definitely
to
be
people.
hating on people. I can't even lie.
Yeah, but that's like a natural human form. Like if you don't, I'm sorry, but like there's not one person in this world that just like loves everybody. There's not.
Jillian.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like even like think about like Like, think about Beyonce. We know that there's people that Beyonce don't like. We know that there's people.
We know there's people that don't like Beyonce.
Me being one of them. Like, seriously though, it's just, I don't know. It's just like a whole thing. And like, I think being a celebrity is just this whole world that like we all talk about so effortlessly. Like, we are immersed in it as well, but we get a very small sliver of what we actually see on the internet.
It's also like I think of this simple, like when you look at a random kid, that kid could literally grow up and be the president. Like,
I don't like know if I like look at children that way.
But I look
I'm
at
like,
anyone
you're
like
the
that.
next
I'm like,
Madam Curie.
I look at you
You're
like,
the next Mother
you
Teresa.
are the next Joe Biden, 100%.
No, I don't know.
Kamala.
But I don't know. I think
Wrong.
I'd be fun.
Turn those lights off.
I think I'd be fun famous.
Too bright.
You think you'd be fun famous? You'd
I
be
would
needy.
I'm telling you right now, if I was a celebrity,
You'd have like 4 assistants.
I'm not gonna say what I would have, but
No, okay. No, tell us. Tell us what you would have, Elijah, of you.
I'd have a private island.
Next
kidding.
Epstein right here. Here he is.
I'm
You heard it
kidding.
here first,
If
folks.
I was a celebrity, I think I would be very like. It also depends. What am I famous for? Like, am I just?
You're just famous for being you. Because apparently
Exactly.
that's all it takes nowadays.
I would just be the next. I'd be like kind of similar to Adam Sandler. I would think people would like me just because I'm like I wouldn't be bothersome. Like I'm not really a. I don't know.
Elijah's just a funny, chill, cool guy.
I'm just nonchalant.
What about me?
6'3". You're pretty cool. You're like a. If I had to compare,
I'm pretty cool for almost 30.
If I had to compare you to one celebrity, it'd probably be like.
If you,
Like Caitlin Clark.
that's all we have time for today. I don't want to be compared to Caitlin Clark. Like, no disrespect to her.
I don't know who you would. You'd be like.
Like Kendall Jenner.
You actually remind me of Natalie from the Vlog Squad. Now that I think about it, you are very similar to her in personality. You're pretty like you're a very like respectful, normal person, but you can get like very like you could switch up and be like heated.
Like Elijah,
be very,
when I get like emotional, because obviously Elijah has seen like probably every emotion from me ever working a job with me, but he says
I'm
like
so bad at the situations.
when
too.
I get like angry, like
I'm
at
pissed
work,
off. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. You get like a Long Island accent out of nowhere. I'm pissed off.
I'll be like, Elijah, like get out of my face. Like I don't want to
Get out of my face. I don't want to
I'm
talk to you
pissed
right-
off.
I'm pissed off. Get out of my face. I don't want to talk right now. I'm like, who the hell is this? You literally turn into like a Long Island person out of nowhere. And I'm like,
It's so funny though too, because it's like, where did I get that accent?
I mean, I have a grandmother who has lived upstate her whole life, and she has a Southern accent.
That's not normal.
She's like Ginger. You gotta wash your clothes.
Wash.
Wash.
Ginger says that. Wash.
Go wash your hands before supper. That's like what she would say when I was a kid. I was like, okay.
All right, let's ask each other one more fun question, and then we'll wrap up this
All right,
episode.
you can start it off with the question.
Okay. If you could trade bodies with any celebrity at this point in time right now, switch lives for just a week.
Switch lives or switch bodies?
Switch lives and bodies, because I guess
Like I'm literally turning into them.
it's like a Freaky Friday situation. Do you know what Freaky Friday is?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, thank God. It's like that type of situation.
Ooh. I feel like I wouldn't even want to be like a celebrity, more or less. I think I'd rather want to be like an athlete or something, like a job that I
Okay,
think,
well that's still a celebrity.
like something
so
that'd be
tell
like
us,
really fun.
So give us what. So basically, you're choosing Tom Brady.
Hell no, he's like 40. He's 42 and divorced.
Yeah, and divorced from a baddie shot o'clock too.
She was fucking like her. What was it? Her
Giselle
It
Bündchen?
was like her jujitsu trainer or some shit like that. It was who she cheated on him with.
Good. She should have cheated on him because how dare
She I mean, just know that he is the man of that relationship. Like he's the reason that relationship is looked upon greatly. He's the GOAT of football. She's not.
she is like one of the most famous models of all time.
Tom Brady is the
Whatever, I don't care.
greatest football player. of all
And
time.
do you know how
I
many
don't care. All right, no. I think if I was gonna be one person, I'd be like,
I know who mine would be.
ooh, you're not even gonna know the person I'm gonna say. You're not gonna know them at all.
I don't know if you know my 3 too, but
Well, I would turn myself into Islam Makhachev. I have no idea. He's the UFC champion.
yeah.
But he's like, But like he lives a life that I think I would live, like that I would enjoy. He's from Dagestan, Russia. Like when he's not fighting, he's in Dagestan, like in the mountains, just like living with his family, like a normal ass life. Has horses, but he has money, so it's not like his family's poor. And he's like, I love to fight, so I think fighting as the best fighter in the UFC would be like, I would love that shit. Every day.
Mine would probably be one of my 3 favorite women ever from SNL, which would be Amy Poehler, Rachel Dratch, Maya Rudolph, and I'm going to add in Tina Fey too. So 4. I would want to be any of those women.
Wait, Maya Rudolph, what does she look like?
She has
short hair.
Yes, and she's the
Is she in the Minecraft movie?
I don't know about.
Is she an actor?
Yeah, she was. Her and Kristen Wiig are the 2 main
I think she's in the
actresses
Minecraft. I think she's in the Minecraft movie, and I used to think she was really hot.
I think we're thinking of the.
I don't know. I know that girl's name is Maya. She's in the Minecraft movie. But she's hot as fuck. Oh my god.
Elijah, I don't
even know that's her name, but listen.
Let's see.
Caught my eye. Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel.
Emma Myers?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Actually, I would low-key want to be Jack Black. He lives such a jolly old life. He has the most banging movies ever. Like he's like Adam Sandler. How do you dislike Jack Black? How could somebody dislike Blackjack? Jack
Black. And we're wearing all black.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was a fun little episode, Elijah.
Wait, I thought I was asking you a question.
Oh yeah, sorry. Ask me a question, and then we'll close it off.
This has been a fun episode, though. I would say if you were to and this is gonna sound a little weird at first, but let me develop the question. So if you were to take any country,
okay,
and pretty much like erase its history, and start it from new, but this country, like what's there, would stay the same. What country would you take? Like all the people would have a refresh. They would have it would just restart on that day, and you could call it whatever you want, and like you'd be the ruler of that place, prime minister, president, whatever.
Probably Croatia.
That's a good one. I like Croatia.
Well, I've been there, so that's why I.
Yeah, no, she's bougie. I would probably pick Brazil.
Ooh, Brazil's a good one too.
I just think like Brazil's in a spot right now, like,
or like New Zealand.
Brazil is a great country, but they have a lot of crime right now.
Really?
Oh yeah, I have an uncle.
Oh, what are the things
from Brazil?
What are the? I don't know what they're called. Never mind. Keep going.
I have an uncle from Brazil, and I've talked to him about it before, and he like the crime is real there. It's just like the way that it's ruled and the way that it's set up. There's not a lot of people that have much money. So that leads to a lot of poverty and a lot of crime. But the country itself
is hella lit.
It's a good country. Like the scenic views are there. You know, it's a temperature is there. Like it's
a travel agent.
It's a good place to live, but depending where you are, you know, there's a lot of highs and lows in Brazil. But I would go Brazil.
So thank you. Now we have a bilingual host on Two Scoops.
What would you rename your country? Would you change it? Would you change it from Croatia to something, to keep it?
No, I like the name Croatia.
I would definitely change mine to like Blessing Land.
Okay, and now that we're moving into Elijah's world of the blessed land, I think that's a great way for us to end things off. Thanks, Elijah, for your wonderful conversation and letting us know who you would beat up in a celebrity fight.
Thank you to our great podcast production studio,
thank you to
Q29
our wonderful studio here at Q29, right here in Hyde Park, heart of the Hudson Valley. We appreciate you guys always.
The best directors in the world. And
we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks, guys.